What is up, you guys, and welcome back again to Ungeek. My name is Colin, and today we have another special unboxing care of our friends from Realme Philippines. Yes, folks, this is the Realme 7i. Now, we've just unboxed and we've just seen the Realme 7 line, particularly the Realme 7 and the Realme 7 Pro, a couple of weeks back. And now we have another variant here to check out. Now, this one rounds up the complete Realme 7 line. We have the Realme 7, the 7 Pro, and now we have the Realme 7i. Similar to the other i variants from the other series, the Realme 7i is, well, you can say the entry level into the Realme 7 series. This we're expecting to be much more affordable than your Realme 7 and your Realme 7 Pro. Now, before we go and unbox this, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so because we're trying to make more and more videos for you guys. So I'm going to be putting the subscribe button down below, hit that, and then click the notification bell right beside it so you know when we come up with a new video. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go on with this unboxing. Now, as we mentioned with our reviews, particularly for the Realme 7 and the Realme 7 Pro, the Realme 7 line is a step up from the Realme 6 series. Now, with the Realme 7i, it is of course a step up with the Realme 6i, but we're here to see also how much of a difference it makes from the previous model. So as you can see, the Realme 7i comes in the signature Realme yellow box that we've come to love and come to know about. At the back, of course, you have your key highlight features, and before we dive down into those, let's open the box already. So here you go. Ooh, medyo matigas siya. And there we go. And as you open it, of course, you're greeted into the Realme family. It says, "Hey, welcome to the Realme family. Thank you for the greeting, Realme." And we have here in this box, as we would have expected already, the jelly case. So we have the jelly case here. I think it's a little bit tinted. It's not as clear as the other jelly cases. It's a little bit tinted, like a dark black tint, I guess, but it's not too black. Of course, you have your pamphlets here, information guide, and when you open it up, the SIM ejector tool is inside, along with another greeting that says, "Let's embrace a new journey." So let's put these things on the side for now and dive deeper into the box. Of course, you have your phone here, but before we do that, let's check what else is inside. And obviously, you have your really big charging block and a USB-C cable right here. Now, obviously, there are no earphones with any Realme devices, and that's fine. That's okay. That's how Realme keeps their prices down, and that's why we love them so much as well. So now we're gonna open this, and what we have here is a stunning polar blue colorway from Realme. Now, if you don't like this, there is another brighter color, I guess, or a much more colorful or much more vibrant color called Aurora Green. However, I do really love this. It's like a mix of blue and white. It has this like nice ombre shade, you know, having an icy light blue colorway and then bleeding into more whites as it goes down the phone. Now, along with the Realme 7 series, the Realme 7i is inspired by the mirror design that you can see from the Realme 7 and the Realme 7 Pro. The difference though is the implementation of that shiny line. From the Realme 7 and the Realme 7 Pro, you have a vertical line somewhere along here on the side of the phone. This one is a horizontal line on the upper part of the unit. It gives off that nice sheen here on top, and it has this nice matte finish at the bottom. And sort of separating them from the center is this rear fingerprint scanner that the Realme 7i has. Now, one thing to note with the Realme 7i is the quad camera module here that sort of resembles the Realme 7 Pro, which sort of makes sense because of the processor of the Realme 7i. Now, we're going to go into that in a bit, but before we do that, let's check the other sides of the Realme 7i. Of course, on the bezels, you have your power button here on the side and your volume rocker at top. On the other end is your SIM card tray, and down below, of course, is your 3.5mm jack, your USB-C, and your speaker grills. Now, flipping the phone over, you're greeted with 6.5-inch of IPS display. This one has 90 Hz refresh rate. So for those of you who love playing mobile games, this phone is pretty good for that as well. Now the 90Hz give you buttery smooth movements and gives you better immersion on the stuff that you're watching. You know, if the medium that you're watching actually supports 90Hz refresh rate, then this phone can handle that. Now this one has a normal size punch hole camera here that houses a 16 megapixel selfie camera. Now for those of you who love taking photos and or videos, the Realme 7i is equipped with a quad camera setup. It has a 64 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel black and white. Now compared to the Realme 6i, this is a step up because on the 6i, it only houses a 48 megapixel for its main camera component. Now of course, we'll have to test the camera out further, but it does include a lot of the goodies that we've known to love with Realme as well. It has Night Mode 3.0 that has various filters, including the one that we love, the Cyberpunk filter for more creative night shots, and it also has a UIS and UIS Max mode. Now this is an ultra image stabilization mode from Realme that basically sort of mimics a gimbal, so you can do panning shots smoothly without the use of any third-party equipment. There is of course a 64 megapixel mode as well if you want to get the most out of your photography and just really maximize the potential of the phone. You can do that as well. Now powering all of this surprisingly is not a MediaTek processor. We were expecting a MediaTek processor for the i series because the Realme 6i actually houses a MediaTek Helio G80 processor. This one has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 662. Now supposedly this one is a little bit more optimized than the G80 because of its 11 nanometer architecture. Now we've tried it very briefly with a couple of games like Mobile Legends, you have League of Legends Wild Rift, and the ever popular Genshin Impact. It actually could run Genshin, but you have to put everything on low just so you can enjoy better frame rates. If you put it on high, it's going to suffer. But honestly, even clocking the game at low, you get a pretty good experience out of it. Now coupling this are 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal memory that's expandable via micro SD. Now as you can come to expect, the Realme 7i is running on the Realme UI that's configured around the Android 10 OS. Now one of the key features of the Realme 7i is its massive battery. Now this one has 5000 milliampere hours of battery and has an 18-watt super fast charging capability. So while it's not a 30 watts or it's not a 65 watt from the Realme 7 Pro, 18 watts, it's not that bad considering you have 5000 milliampere hours anyway. In fact, we feel that 5000 milliamperes is more than enough to power your entire day, even with heavy use. We're actually going to be testing that with a 24-hour challenge with the Realme 7i. We're going to charge it once and then we're going to use it for the whole day playing video games, you know, trying to grind on Genshin Impact, playing a lot of Mobile Legends or Wild Rift, and all that good stuff, binging on Netflix as well, and a whole lot of other things. And we're going to really push the limits of that 5000 milliampere hours. And we're pretty sure that by the end of the day, we still have a couple of juice left that we can use until the next day. So stay tuned for that other video in the next coming days. And with that, guys, this is a really quick unboxing of the Realme 7i. Now, as of this recording, we have no idea what the price of this is. Do stay tuned to Realme Philippines and to Ungeek.ph as well as we come up with more stories for the Realme 7i. And what about you guys? I mean, Realme has outed so many good stuff in the past couple of weeks and the past couple of months. Is the Realme 7i something you're excited about? Especially for those who are looking for a new phone. Is this something that you might be interested in? Let us know in the comment section down below. As always, try to talk to us. We'll try to respond as much as we can. And with that, my name is Colin and I'll see you guys on the next one. Guys, please keep safe, keep healthy, and as always, keep on gaming. Bye-bye.